Alright, we are back to shooting the monster and we're ready to finish this game by implementing the winning. So when are we going to win the game? Well, we are going to win the game if we are at the 5th level, at the final level, and the monster life is just being depleted. So that is the point where we should start. So let me click on the monster life and notice this. We are broadcasting monster respawn if the costume number is equal to 10. So we're always respawning the monster. But this is our way out. If the level is 5, we won't respawn the monster anymore. We will broadcast a "you win" message. So let me bring an if-else block and let me broadcast monster respawn if the level is less than 5. So if level is less than 5, then we have more levels to go. So I'm going to go to operators and I'm going to bring in this less than operator, and from variables I'm going to drag level and fit it into the first space. So if level is less than 5, I'm going to broadcast monster respawn. Otherwise, level is equal to 5 and I won't respawn the monster. I will broadcast another message. So I'm going to go to events and I'm going to broadcast not game over, but rather a new message called "you win." And I'm going to snap this if-else block inside the else branch for the swapping costumes for monster life. Alright, so when the monster life receives monster hit, if the costume number is less than 10, then it's free to cycle to the next costume. Otherwise, if level is less than 5, we will broadcast monster respawn. Otherwise, we don't respawn the monster, we broadcast "you win." So at this point, we're ready to make every single sprite react to this "you win" message. So let me start with the level 1. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new script starting with when I receive. I'm going to select "you win." And I'm going to create a small blow up effect for this level 1 sprite, and the same for all the other sprites. Here's what I'm going to do. Over 10 repetitions, I'm going to increase the sprite's size, and I'm also going to increase its transparency effect. So from looks, I'm going to change size by 10, and I'm also going to change its ghost effect by 10. And finally, I'm going to hide it. Because I'm growing it in size, I'm also becoming increasingly transparent, and finally I'm going to hide it. So if I click the show button and click this little script, notice the effect. Bang. So I want to create this little explosion effect for all the defenses. So I'm going to drag this script to level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5, because all the defenses will act in the same way. So let me organize the code a little bit better. So this is level 2, this is level 3, this is level 4, and this is level 5. Now I'm going to skip the player sprite for now because it will march towards the center of the stage. So I'm going to do that last. I'm going to go to the bullet sprite and I'm going to add a small script with when I receive "you win." And when I receive "you win," I will not allow the player to fire any more bullets. So I'll set "can fire" to no. Next, the messages sprite. When I receive "you win," remember the messages sprite is right here in the corner of the screen. So I will change its costume to "you win." So I'm going to go to looks. I'm going to switch costume to "you win." And then I'm going to wait a few seconds. So the orchestration that I want to happen here is that the monster will blow up, its defenses will blow up, and after a bit of time, the player ship will move towards the center of the stage, and then this message sprite will move towards the center of the stage as well. So I'm going to wait for 5 seconds in the messages sprite. So in the messages sprite, when I receive "you win," I'm switching the costume to "you win." I'm waiting for 5 seconds, and then I'm going to glide towards the center of the stage. So glide for 1 second to x equals 0 and y equals negative 160. All right, and then we'll stop every single script from this game. So I'm going to stop all. Next, the monster life and the player life will hide at that point. So I'm going to write a small script with when I receive you win, and I'm simply going to hide. So a very simple script, both for the monster life and for the player life, which is why I'm going to drag it to the player life. All right, let me organize this code a little bit better. Cool, so we have monster life and player life. Now we also need the monster bullet and bomb to stop firing towards the player. So in the monster bullet, I'm going to add a small script with when I receive. Actually, I'm going to copy this one. So I'm going to duplicate the when I receive monster respawn, and I'm going to select you win. So when I receive you win, I'm going to stop every other script in this sprite, and I'm going to delete this clone if the sprite executing the script is a clone. And I'm going to drag this, and I'm going to drop this to the bomb as well, because it will execute the same thing. So when I receive you win, I'm simply going to stop every other script in the sprite, and I'm going to delete all the clones. And now I've saved the best for last, the monster and the player. So I'm going to program the monster to have this rotating, angry, exploding effect for the monster. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to control, and first I'm going to stop every single other script in this sprite. So I'm going to stop everything else running, and I'm only going to run whatever follows this one. First, I'm going to change the costume of the sprites to Evil Eye Hit, because the monster is about to disappear from the stage. Then I will rotate the monster like crazy on the screen. So I'm going to go to control, and I'm going to bring a repeat loop, and I'm going to say repeat 50. And inside, I'm going to turn the monster around like crazy. So from motion, I'm going to turn the monster clockwise by 50 degrees. So something like that. All right. Then I will simulate a explosion effect to the monster like we did for the level defenses. So I'm going to go to control again, and I'm going to bring a repeat 10 loop. So repeat 10, I'm going to still turn the monster around. So I'm going to keep its rotation, and I'm going to increase its size. So change size by 10, and then change ghost effect also by 10. So change ghost effect by 10. So notice what's happening. Let me click this, and let me show you what's happening. So the monster rotates like crazy, and then it blows up from the screen. So all of this will get attached to a when I receive, you win. And finally, the player. So when the player receives the you win message, then it's going to stop all the other scripts in this sprite. So stop other scripts in this sprite, and then it's going to wait for a couple of seconds for the monster to blow up, and then it's going to move towards the center of the stage, which we are going to do over a repeat loop. So I'm going to say repeat 30, and I'm going to go to motion and move -5 steps. What does that do? Well, it moves the center of the sprite, which is at the dead center of the screen, in the opposite direction in which it's pointing. That brings the ship to the center of the stage. So if I click this block, after a couple of seconds, the ship will move to the center of the screen. And at this point, the game should be done. Let me click the flag, and let's play. So I'm actually going to enjoy wow, we have a bug already because the first defense did not reset its size. So I'm going to stop that. And to level 1, I'm going to add a small looks block when the flag is clicked. So set size to 100%. So set size to 100%, and I'm going to add that to all the other sprites. So set size to 100%. Set size to 100%. Set size to 100%. And set size to 100%. I didn't enjoy that at the first try, but maybe we'll enjoy it now. So flag and hit on play. Good. We are solving that, and let's play. So die, monster. All right. So we have some level 2. We have some bombs. Let me kill it. Ow. I've been hit. So we have level 3. It's pretty hard, but we have multiple bombs on the screen. What's happening? We have too many bombs on the screen. That's a bug. So let's look at the code for the monster bomb. And it's quite normal that we have this bug because we should have a script similar to the monster bullet with the when I receive monster respawn, stop other scripts and delete this clone. So we need to do the same thing here. Apparently this did not get copied over, so I'm going to drag it and drop it into the monster bomb sprite. So if I hit the flag now, let me play. And we've hit the monster, so no more bombs. There are only bullets and random bombs. Good. So at a new level, the bombs are being deleted from the stage, which is good. But with level 3, the game already starts pretty challenging. So I'm at level 4. This is quite... wow, too many bullets. This is also a bug. Let me kill that. So let me go inspect the monster bullet code. So we have when flag clicked, switch costume to bullet, go to X0. When I receive monster respawn, stop other scripts. This is fine. When I start as a clone show, go to front layer, point in direction, player direction. This is good. And we're moving towards the player. If we're touching the player, we're broadcasting the player hit, explode, delete this clone. If touching edge, delete this clone. But there's nowhere a piece of code that creates more clones. Oh, wait. Actually, there is, because the 5th script here with when I receive level 5 is actually at level 4. So we need to fix that because we're shooting 2 clones, one at every 0.6 seconds and one at every 0.5 seconds. So we need to fix that. So pay very close attention to the code in your scripts because it's very, very easy to make mistakes. If you get stuck or anything, just download the finished game attached to this lecture and use it as a reference to verify yourself. So let me play this game again. Hopefully this time is the last time. So let me kill the monster. It's invincible now, replenishing its life. Level 2, let me kill it again. Wow, it has some defenses. I'm gonna wait until its defenses are out. Kill. Alright, so the bombs have disappeared. Level 3. Alright, we have another layer of defenses. Ah, the monster hit me. Alright, I need to avoid his traps and obstacles. Alright, level 4. And at this point, the game will start getting pretty challenging. It's going to get pretty difficult to kill the monster at this point. But maybe, just maybe, we have at level 5, at which point it's going to be downright impossible to do it. So this game is intentionally very difficult so that it's very hard to finish the game in a timely manner. So I'm going to try killing the monster now, but it's going to get very hard. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, I'm dead. Game over. All right, let me start again. All right, level 2, level 3. It's going to get pretty tough. The monster hits me. All right, it's gonna get pretty tough. It shoots bullets and bombs all over the place. Come on, die. All right, level 5. Let's see how I fare this time. Wow, it's gonna get pretty tough. Wow, wow. Alright, and I won the game. Good, amazing. So the game is complete and we have no more bugs. Until the end where the monster shows up in this huge form. So we need to fix that. So fortunately the fix should be pretty simple. We can go to the monster sprite and see that the monster sprite is not actually hidden from the stage. So I'm going to bring in this hide block at the end, and that should be it. So let's try winning the game a little quicker now. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to go to monster life, and I'm going to change this condition for the level to say level less than or equal to 2, so less than 2. So if level less than 2, broadcast monster respawn, otherwise you win. So I'm going to win if I'm passing level 2. So let me try winning this time. So I'm going to kill the monster really quickly. After playing so many times, the first levels are a breeze. So let me kill the monster now. Right, we win, and the monster blew up, and we're at the center of the stage. Then we have you win, and then the game has stopped, which makes us victorious. I am incredibly proud of you because this is a complex game, and you've done it. So enjoy this game and challenge your friends because this is not an easy game to beat, and use what you've learned here to your own games. And in the meantime, I'll be waiting for you in the next chapter.